What the?
Hello, beautiful people. How is everybody doing today? Yes, it is me again. That's right, it is me, Louis, coming to you once more with another review with Comic Book University. If you've seen me before, I am from the channel called The Geek Fortress. I hope to see you there soon. But before anything else, let's talk about Jeepers Creepers #1. So, I was very excited when I heard that this comic book was going to come out because I love the Jeepers Creepers franchise. Yes, I know that the director has been caught with some controversial stuff which I don't like, but if I only look at his work, I like it. In any case, I picked up the comic book and I read it. Okay, so how do I put this? It is good in the sense that they're trying to give you a background story of where the creeper or the creature comes from. And they are taking you back to Aztec times. That's right. We see this guy who's working on a paper, on a thesis, and he's going to be talking about ancient gods from the Aztec culture. So he actually goes to the pyramids, he goes to Mexico, and this is where we get a glimpse at the background of the creeper, something that we have never been given in the movies. Now, before I get more into that, let's talk about timeline. This movie takes place where the third movie takes place at. I know what some of you are thinking. Wait, there's a third movie? Yes, there is. It wasn't as good. But what happens in that movie is it actually takes place right after the first one, but before the second one. So it's like an in-betweener kind of thing. Yeah, it's weird, I know. But that's the timeline where it takes place. And not too much spoilers, but in the third movie, there's a scene where the creeper gets his hand cut off. So the comic book picks up right there. He's got his hand cut off, and there's actually, they try to do a little comedy because this guy's like, hey, could you lend me a hand? I could use a hand. And then the creeper is like, so can I. Which brings me to another thing. We've never seen the creeper talk at all. But in the panels in this, he's got a couple of lines that you're like, wait a second, he can talk? What? So yeah, he can speak English for those of you who were wondering. Anyways, the thing that bothered me is that I feel like the writers of this book didn't do their research in Spanish, in the Spanish language that is, before writing this comic book, because some of the Spanish dialogue I was just like, what? Especially this one part where there's a sign by the pyramid, because he explores the pyramid that then goes in to explore the background of the creeper, and there's a sign in Spanish that's supposed to say do not enter, which you would write like this. Like that. But instead it says no penetrar, which literally translates to do not penetrate. What? Yeah, exactly. So that threw me off a little, along with other couple of Spanish words here and there. But let's say I'm willing to look past that. The story is solid. It's a good first issue. It grabs you. It shows you something from the creeper that you have never seen before. And if you have seen all the movies, then you're definitely going to have to pick this one up. Is it the best comic book? No. But does it follow on a good story that it's very promising and makes you want to see more? Absolutely. Overall, I will give this comic book a C. C. See what I did there? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. You guys are awesome. Do not forget to check me out in the Geek Fortress. That is my own channel where I do comic books, I do reviews, I do game walkthroughs, I do unboxings, I do top 10s, I do a little bit of everything. I mainly focus on movie reviews in my series called 1 Minute Movie Review, where I do my best to review a movie in a minute. Thank you so much, guys. Seriously, you guys are awesome. You have been awesome. I have been your boy Louis. Stay awesome, guys, and geek on. And in the words of good old Professor Bill, class dismissed. Be safe, guys. Doodles.